Hey, welcome back to the Review Revolution and the first part of our two-part DC Universe Wave 10 Countdown Finale. That's right, these are the last two. There's no way that these could have been reviewed separately. Being who they are, they'd have to be in a face-off to see who would be the number one figure. I speak, of course, of Batman and the Joker. Now, getting a look at the figures just from here, if you're like me, you've been around for a few decades, you'll probably recognize that these figures really do bear a strong resemblance to some earlier figures that had come out. The Batman, this one, definitely bears a unbelievable resemblance to the old Michael Keaton, Tim Burton, the movie Batman. From the black suit, the yellow emblem, the strong yellow belt, everything on it just very similar. Very similar. For the Joker, back in 1984 or 83, I believe, there was the Superpowers line. And from the pointed hairstyle to the suit, the hammer even has the face, which I'll show you later. Both these figures have a very striking resemblance to those early figures, almost just updated and modernized versions of them, which is really great. Now, one of the things that's a little disappointing about the Batman figure here, is that there's nothing really original about him, or very little original about him. Even his bio, if you've got the Gotham City 5, which actually had the exclusive Lex Luthor, then this bio is going to seem extremely familiar. As a young boy, Bruce Wayne saw his parents fall victim to a senseless crime. His focused purpose became to avenge their deaths by fighting Gotham's criminal element as Batman. The people of Gotham City see Batman as an almost mythical figure, able to tame any adversary, no matter how powerful. To thwart crime, he relies on his awesome deductive power, sheer physical speed, and an assortment of high-tech weaponry and unique crime-fighting aids. That's the same bio. That's the exact same thing. I don't know about some of the previous Batmans, but that's the same one. Statistics. First appearance, Detective number 27, like anyone doesn't know that now, 1939. Real name Bruce Wayne. Occupation CEO, philanthropist, and crime fighter. Base of operation, Gotham City. Special abilities. This is always my favorite. Detective, genius level intelligence, arsenal of gadgets, inventor, expert in most known forms of martial arts, criminologist, computer expert, photographic memory, stealth and espionage techniques, and expert escape artist. Among all those, one of the ones that really need to be put in is multimillionaire, because without that part, I don't think a lot of the other stuff would really be there. The Joker, one nice thing I like about the Joker is, or one thing about the Joker I should say, is he's kind of an enigma. There's never really been a whole lot of definitive word on his origin. From what I've read multiple different concepts, multiple different ideas, but I do think this is probably the one that's the most accepted. The Clown Prince of Crime is Batman's deadliest and most unpredictable foe. Rumored to be a failed stand-up comedian turned petty criminal who fell into a vat of chemicals while escaping from the scene of a crime, that incident turned his skin white and his hair green. Batman knows the Joker is certifiably insane, which makes the end results of his actions that much more deadly. So, he's a nut. First appearance, Batman number 1 in spring 1949, so he actually came around a year later. So they've been at this for a long time. Real name unknown. Occupation professional criminal. Base of operation Gotham City. Special abilities: homicidal maniac, irrational compulsion to test self against Batman, employs various weapons often based on party gag items, Joker venom, toxin that stretches the victim's face into a Joker-like grin and causes death. So, when you think about it, 1940 is when the Joker came into the scene, a year after Batman, and since then, for 69 years, almost 70 years, Joker's almost 70 years old, they have been at this little game. Now, the Joker, one thing that is not mentioned, and I think it is worth bringing up, especially when we talk about his special abilities, is over and over and over you'll see scenes where the Joker has died. There's been an explosion, something crashes, and yet somehow he always manages to find his way out. That was kind of an ongoing theme there for a while was, is that really the end of the Joker? And it never is. And it never will be, because this is a battle that will never be resolved. One other thing that I do like about these figures is that in the time, it being now when the Dark Knight is still very hot, when the movie images are still kind of on everybody's brain, Mattel and the Four Horsemen, they have their own Dark Knight line. If you like those figures and you want them, you can go get them. But for the DC Universe, they definitely tried to keep it more in line with the comic, and I do appreciate that. These are timeless looks, they're timeless presentations, so that when you put these on the shelf, no matter what happens through the comics, no matter what happens through the movies, these figures, these characters will always stand the test of time. They'll always be identifiable, they'll always be who they are. I guess what we'll do now is we'll end the video, and I'll go ahead and set up the part 2, which is going to be them out of the box, a look at all the cool stuff they come with, and finally find out who we name our number 1. Thanks a lot, guys.